I'm back on one of my usual permissions. This is the permission where I just seem to get hundreds of rats. It never used to be like this, but in the last 18 months, I've just been an explosion of rats, and I'm just constantly having to go at it. So I'm not complaining. So not going to talk too much. Just want to go and get straight onto it. But just before I do that, going to be using the FX Dreamline tonight, just for a bit of a change. Bit more power than a sub 12, but not quite as powerful as my impact shooting slugs. Just kind of like a middle ground. If you want to know all the details, just check in video description. Tells you the setup pretty much. It's shooting 25.4 grain FX pellets at 840 feet per second. Regulator's about 95 bar. So I get quite a decent amount of shots with this. Keeps it nice and quiet, and I can just stand back from about 30 to 40 yards and just aim dead on. If it's below 25 yards, I've got to use a bit of holdover. So let's go and get him. I've now walked around to the other side of the farm where most of the rats are. I'm just going straight in at the deep end because I know this is where most of them are. Time just passed probably about a minute. A few of them have dispersed, but there's still a few just knocking around, so I'm just going to get myself comfortable and try pot one off to get my first one of the night. You're going to hear it's quite windy tonight, so I'm being pushed around on my trigger sticks a lot. This rat is about 60 yards. I've got a strong wind from my right to left, which I don't take into account. And unfortunately, I injure this rat. When I slowed down the clip, I could see the pellet had drifted quite a bit, so that's why I'd injured it. But I quickly followed that up. We've had quite a few down so far. I can still hear them just down there somewhere, a little bit too close, but still know they're about. So we're going to have a little look round the other side of the building, see what's going on around there. Coming around to the back end, it's just exactly the same thing again. A few less maybe, but they're all scattered about. So I'm just going to pick the one I want to go for first and try to pick the rest off. Oh, just what a lucky sausage. Is that it? Well, that was a nice big flurry. I think there was just one which I missed, possibly. I won't know until I check back the footage, but pretty much everything else was bang on. So that was a really good one. This is around, it's only 30 yards, but I'm getting blown about a bit when I'm on my trigger sticks here. So even though it's not a massive distance, you are aiming at a tiny object, pretty much trying to aim at its head. My rat's got a very small brain. I'd probably say the pellet is bigger than its brain, so that's what you're aiming at when the wind's blowing you off your trigger sticks. So, but yeah, good job I just put some pellets in my magazine. Let's carry on. It's pretty much just a case of shoot some rats in a particular area. When it dries up a little bit, goes a little bit quiet, I'll then move on to a separate location throughout the farm. Well, that's another night down. Another night where I've just got another load of rats. This permission never seems to disappoint recently, and I'm really happy with that. Farmer's really happy that I'm keeping on top of them as well. So it was another really good night. Dreamline performed well. You know, I had a couple of misses, but you know, everybody's human. Happy with the way everything has gone, and yeah, I'll probably be back here again soon. Cheers for watching.